Welcome back to Film Annex, Anna.
Thank you for having me again.
You were kind enough to bring in some photos from a real big job you had in New York City. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
So one of the first jobs I did here in New York is for Avon catalog. So I was one of the 4 models selected in different ethnicities. I'm the Asian, and there's also an African American, a Caucasian, and a Hispanic girl.
So we have a little bit of a behind the scenes makeup and hair session. How long did this take?
Our call time was 9 and we ended 5, but basically hair and makeup took about maybe 2 hours because there are really many of us, maybe even more, I'm not sure though. The hair was really kept simple, and makeup too was kept simple, but sometimes even if makeup is more natural, it takes you more to do than the actual heavy makeup because it needs to look flawless. So
going from, you know, I look at you now and I look at this picture, it doesn't look like there was a tremendous amount of styling to your hair. Yeah. So you were hanging around for a good few hours.
Actually, in that shoot, I waited more than actually I was in the shoot. Because there was 4 of us, right? So it's alternate. Sometimes there's a solo shot, sometimes there's a group shot. So it's more of a waiting time than, you know, actually doing the job.
Okay, I see you're standing next to this Amazon Latina. I know you're 5'8", pushing 5'9", I think.
No. More like 5'7", pushing 5'8".
Okay. So there's a little, and I know you've already told me this, but there was a little trickery involved with the last photo, the final shot with this lucky man.
Because since I'm the shortest of the girls, they're I think maybe 5'10", 5'11", especially the African girl. She's really tall, like almost 6 feet. So what they did was they made me stand in an apple box so that my height would be at par with the rest of the models.
That's quite funny. I mean, that might explain your beautiful laugh in there that you were on an apple box. Yeah. Who is the lucky man? Who is this? Who is this guy, and how do I get to be this?
His name is Paul, gentleman. And he's a celebrity makeup artist. So he's in the shot because he's the one that I think he designed makeup for this season. I think either he designed the lipstick or he designed the eyeshadow colors. I'm not really sure, but I know that Avon is introducing his makeup line. That's why he needs to be in that shot.
So when you're back in getting set up, I see you took a pretty neat photo of a computer. Yeah. So how many photos do you think were taken for this last shot, which everyone will see when we put this on the video? But how many shots do you think you took that day?
There were really so many shots because there's a solo shot for each of us, and then there's a group shot, and then the group shot I think maybe around more than 200 because the final layout is just like one of the layouts. But I think we did around. There was a shot wherein it's only 4 of us without the makeup artist. There's a shot wherein he was there, but we had to move around. There were shots wherein we're sitting. There were shots wherein we're standing. There are so many shots. Maybe I think it's gonna be more than 200 shots all in all.
So it's the tedious life of a model.
It was really tiring because that day I was so sick. So it was really tiring because I can't leave until 5 p.m. So we had to. Everybody was really tired. Even the other models, they were really tired because the call time was 9 in the morning. But we still had to do the job.
But being sick and all, you must be an amazing actress because the final product is an absolutely amazing shot with you and these other women, and again the lucky man. So do you know, is this the one that Avon used in their campaign, or
the catalog hasn't been out yet, but I know that I think that's one of the final layouts. It's not, there are many because as I said, there are solo shots of us, each of us. There's also a group shot. I think that's the final layout for the group shot. That's why there's already the name Avon underneath it.
So were you at some point? Do they tell you which shot they use for the magazine?
No,
or
not really.
You never know.
Yeah, you just buy the magazine and then you will see which layout they use. Normally you won't find out.
Very, very interesting. Well, again, thank you so much for sharing these beautiful photos with us, and we look forward to seeing some more shots of you here at Filmatics.
Yeah, thank you also.